it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Roswell, New Mexico, Season 4, Episode 3, Subterranean, Homesick, Alien. I am so excited to watch this. My computer died last week, so I was not able to watch it, but now I'm going to watch 3 and 4 back to back. So ready, they'll be up as soon as I can edit them, and they will be up unedited on my Patreon. Let's go. Michael, Alex is missing!
Well, I didn't realize I was playing against an evolved kid.
What do you know?
I'm proud of you, Michael.
I'll leave you there wallowing.
I'm not wallowing.
You are.
Michael, she's an alien like you, and he's your savior's son.
Yeah, and when everyone you know is terrible.
Talk to Michael. He alien, like you.
What's Footloose?
Kevin Bacon.
Michael, you're such a geek and I love you.
Or something?
We just started talking.
Been told I do too much of that.
Yes, you kind of do. You did just give everything away. Did she take his guitar pick? Needs to be quick.
It's not just Rust. Jones is haunting us from the grave. There's 2 aliens terrorizing Roswell
I
right
know.
now, and a third who's God knows where.
My visions have been a little unreliable lately.
Really? I feel like your visions have been on point.
Great. Cam also found us another lead.
Maria, are you okay?
She got a sample before forensics took it
How
over.
long until Michael thinks it's weird Alex didn't message? I know he thinks he's just wandering the desert, but...
We're gonna lock them up? Won't that just cement them as the enemy?
They are the enemy.
Have they hurt anyone yet?
I'm just saying, I think she's more lost soul than evil dictator.
Exactly,
Maybe I can go undercover.
we should be prepared, but also give them a chance. We don't know why they're here, and they technically haven't hurt anyone yet. Though, like, if they keep doing, like, alien rain and robbing banks, we might need to, you know, restrain them.
I could become her friend.
Absolutely not. No offense,
Michael.
Garen, but this.
Max, I know you just want to keep everyone safe, but let them make their choices too.
Yeah. Don't worry, I will keep Harriet the spy away from the alien hunt.
Let me
You're not okay, Isabel.
support that.
You okay?
Yeah, I just
He's not okay. He's stressed and he's not coping well. And that makes sense. But we need to talk it out.
This is my consultant.
Liz or Taco?
She is very, very suspicious. See, part of me, like, is like, has her wife been taken, like Alex was taken, ever since Mexico, and so she's looking for her? Or is her wife willingly working with the aliens and she's looking for her? Or is her wife willingly looking with the aliens and she is willingly working with the aliens too? I am stressed. Someone is on an alien hunt.
Are you sure it doesn't have anything to do with a certain blonde alien with a mean left hook?
Actually,
I'm just feeling a little sore.
Oh my god, does she want to steal the adrenaline to force a vision?
Let me give you something.
Maria, it's not safe.
Yeah.
And what if he needed that for something, huh?
So take 2 of these, throw them in Jones's cage.
Alright, I take it you still think that's the wrong way to go?
1000%.
We need to know more about them, I suppose. Though, that's just Bonnie. I don't know about Tekla, whatever her name is.
I am the screw up.
Tip her back to our side. Look, I'm with you.
We need to at least, like... I mean, I'm frightened for Michael, obviously, going in alone, but he's epically powerful. He'll be fine. But also, we might get information about what they're doing if he successfully got in with them. We don't know what their mission here is, and locking them up, they're just going to clam up and not say anything. Whereas if he can convince them he's one of them and wants to help, I suppose he'll also get, you know, potentially, if what they're doing sounds good, he might actually get a bit persuaded himself because he is prone to alien longing and Alex isn't here. The minute he finds out that they have Alex, that will change, but...
Though it looks like Kyle's a fan of the Ridge. What is he doing?
Oh, the chances of this.
Why don't we?
Hi.
Oh, poor Kyle. Poor Kyle.
I think something alien brought you back to Roswell.
This is very dangerous because...
The part where you deny all of this, like, so you have a choice to make. Let me help you,
No.
or keep pretending there's no elephant at the oil field.
Liz, it's not your choice to make. It's dangerous, and maybe we do need to play along with her, but...
That's what I got, and I don't know where to start.
I don't trust this. I hope that there is nothing suspicious here and at the end this woman's gonna be great, but I'm so stressed. I don't trust her. Maria, no. This is not safe or healthy, and especially not alone.
The case that I'm working on is one of the banks that got robbed.
Really?
Oh no.
I'm doing a
Something nobody can know.
especially not Liz. She finally got her life in a place where she likes it, and I can't mess that up for her. If she found out
would
she would feel
want to
guilty,
know.
she would just dive right in. Okay, you can't tell anybody.
Maria, this isn't good. You have to tell them. Like, yes, Liz would feel a bit guilty, but ultimately they have saved your life, and as much as your powers are a part of you and I hope you get them back, your life is more important than your powers. Just like if the only way to save Max last season would have been to make him fully human, we would have done it because his life is more important than his powers. And yes, it would have been an adjustment for him and a struggle, but life is the most important thing.
Okay. When you untethered me from Jones, something happened.
Oh.
My abilities changed. Because if they back me into a corner and I'm forced to use my powers, I'm afraid of what I could do.
He just wants to learn how to master them and control them.
Max,
Trusting Michael is still a good
cannot
plan.
make the better plan just because it has risks.
Sharing is caring.
No. She could potentially lose her job if she talks too much about the case, right?
So,
I don't like this. Because she is taking advantage of someone that's drunk, and it's not like she's somebody that is a suspect or has done anything wrong. And if I'm mistaken and potentially disclosing details of an active insurance case wouldn't cost her job, then I will feel less like an answer.
You know what? I'm sure that it wouldn't be professional.
is that Max?
Fuck. This is not good. This is why we need to sit Anatsa down and tell her the truth. Because it's gone too far at this point. And if Anatsa takes it badly, we might force her to leave. I don't know.
Remember, 2 minutes until the alien inhibitor takes full effect.
You don't see the greatness that is yet to come.
You are so easily manipulated.
I'll show you.
Joke's on you. This is the plan, alright.
I'm saving you. Come on.
I love this.
Are you gonna take it or not?
Bonnie, come on.
You did not need to hit him, you bitch.
She left the junkyard.
Now let's go.
He's made an inn.
Bonnie left a calling card.
He trusted Michael. I love this for them.
Yeah, I just hope this was all worth it.
I don't want to be alone. Did you ever think about that?
Oh,
Wait, you didn't want to be alone with your own girlfriend?
it's time to end things, I think.
She's perfect. I know every time she looks at me, all I can think is, what if I'm a terrible monster?
You aren't. You're doing.
Case, and she should just do it.
You did what you did to protect yourself, to protect your family, and to protect Anatsa in a lot of ways. Noah did what he did to manipulate and to hurt.
She should run as fast as she can.
No, that's not true, okay? You are not Noah. We both know that. It's okay. Terrified of the unknown.
I love Kyle.
But I hurt people really close to me.
Oh, I love them so much. Friends or more. I want more, but I love them as friends.
As soon as I started to feel connected to my family, poof, magic was gone. But, most people only have 5 senses. My 6th sense almost killed me, so... Yeah.
Connections are more than just your powers. You're connected because you know the truth of the history and you know the truth of why what happened to your mother happened and your grandmother, and you know that Isabel is your relation and that you're part of this wider story.
Allow yourself like a heartbeat to process all this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guess.
I feel like they're setting these two up, and I would like it, but she's with Gregory, and I liked her with Gregory.
Hard on yourself about being hard on yourself.
Okay, alright. I don't walk around not
That is
knowing
true.
your hobbies.
Hobbies.
being with you. That's what helps.
Oh.
Yeah. The closer I get to all of you, the closer I feel to my father.
I love that so much.
Close. Maybe you saw something in one of your visions? Nothing just yet, but yeah, she's working on it.
She'll tell them when she's ready. Holy. She looks like a ghost. Oh god.
I don't always know where I fit in either. Makes my mind race.
That's exactly what he used to feel. Michael really is helping a lost alien, because she's been in a pod for a long time, hasn't she? So it's not like she's been struggling by herself. He's seeing someone that's lost and he just wants to help. And he can learn for himself, and I do love this. Alex is in danger though.
Is it Kyle?
Oof.
Is something going on there? As I told you, I love you. Things have been different.
Because you're investigating aliens and I am one.
But when you lied.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
that's
It's
making me feel that bad, then maybe a little distance would be good for us to get some clarity.
She was about to tell her.
Wait, I think it's best I get a cab.
That is the point we were at. We were either at the breakup or the tell her everything. And if Isabel didn't feel ready to tell her everything, there was something that was holding her back. Can we trust you? Because I want to trust you. I don't believe in billionaires, but I want to trust you.
Could be alien tissue.
Okay, they are being open. This is good.
You gonna call her?
She's learning a work-life balance. And I love this, even though I'm stressed. Do I think we should be a little bit more concerned about the tech firm finding alien tissue?
Jones is gone.
That's what she was doing with Eduardo! Fuckity fuck. There's no way they could revive him, right? Like, he's dead, he is gone, the lights are out. There is no universe in which he comes back to life, right? Right. Because we dealt with that last season. I mean, plot-wise, I don't think it would be necessarily the worst thing if it was done right, but also, we dealt with him last season. This was a very good episode. Again, I love this show. I feel like, again, this season is finding its way. Not in a bad way, but in a, like, getting the pieces ready for the craziness that always comes. I love, one of my absolute favourite things about this show is that despite its epic plot with aliens and all of the shenanigans that go on there, the characters are at the core of the story, and their relationships with each other are what make this show. And this was a brilliant episode showcasing that. Whether it was Max finally admitting to people that he's struggling with his powers because they are more than they used to be and he doesn't know what to do with it, or worrying about sending Michael into danger but finally trusting him. Whether it was Dallas and Maria finally beginning, well not finally, but beginning to connect, and Maria opening up to somebody, and Dallas kind of saying like, you know, yeah, it might seem like I'm here just being this amazing support system for all of you, but you're all being there for me as well every second of every day as well. I really did enjoy that. The hardest part in a way of this episode was knowing Alex is in peril and Michael has no clue because he thinks Alex is just merrily wandering the desert with no cell phone signal ever. At some point, he has to figure it out. At this point, I'm like, is he going to figure it out, or is he going to earn enough trust that they bring him to the lair and Alex is just there like, you here to save me? And Michael's like, yes, I did know you were in danger. Very stressed. But regardless, the idea of Michael's plan is very good. I think it's a little bit, I know from reading interviews with Vlamis that like, Michael is interested as well because he can learn about his home from these people because they knew his home, they grew up there, and we know since season 1 he's been the one most fascinated by it, the most drawn to it. And while that is changing now, because like he said, Alex is his home, he's closer than ever with Max and Isabel, he has other friends, he has a home here, but that doesn't mean that that desire to know about where he came from is going to go anywhere. And if he's given the chance to potentially go there, I'm almost scared that he'd choose it, though I think he wouldn't be as quick of a choice as it once would have been. he is going to be drawn into learning all of this, and for as long as it seems like their plan isn't going to hurt anybody, he is not going to be pro locking them up or anything. I mean, robbing banks is obviously illegal, but they haven't hurt people when they could have done. You know, the worst thing they've done to someone is make them forget the last 2 hours. It's not like they're going into banks, killing everybody and taking the stuff, because then you would be like, lock these bitches up, and they could do that. They have been non-violent so far. Bonnie is definitely lost in the sense that she really, really likes Earth and maybe doesn't feel the same attachment to her home. Michael's plan is brilliant because yes, we could potentially turn Bonnie to our side, but also because he can learn from them potentially, I mean I'm speculating, what they are doing, what the end goal is. Because also if the end goal is that they're going to create a ship and jet off, fly over Roswell centre of town and go to space, that isn't ideal either because it kind of outs that aliens exist and are here. And there are aliens who are currently living here. But if they just peacefully want to make a ship, it'll be invisible, they can leave. Now we know that they want to do something to do with the alighting. I don't think any of our characters have heard that yet. The alighting sounds like people coming here, like we're going to come and take over this world, or is it that them coming, I mean we'll learn what it is. Michael was in a brilliant place where he can find everything out, but I do think so long as they aren't hurting anybody, he is going to be slightly torn between, if the rest of the group come to a consensus decision of they are too much of a threat to our safety and our security, we need to do something about them, he might come to a little bit of a struggle there, though the minute he finds out that they have harmed Alex. And even if Alex is perfectly being looked after right now, they sucked him into a hole and it was very offensive to me. He will not be quite so like happy to work with them. I don't know. Obviously Tekla is the one who has all of the answers here. Now, Jones, can they revive him? Surely not. Plot wise, I was almost a little bit, I mean, I was surprised last season when they kind of easily, well not easily, it was a very stressful thing, and I actually like, they had to reshoot that scene because when they filmed it the first time, they shot the wrong Max, which is hilarious to me. Obviously, like, plot-wise, last season it was a lot of fun and the stress of trying to work out, is that Max, is that not Max? If that went on forever and ever and ever, it wouldn't be, it would get a little bit old, but but Jones as a villain is so central to this show because he is the saviour, the dictator. He is Max's clone father, he is Michael's literal father. He is such an integral thing that if they were to try and revive him somehow, that would create a lot of stress. I almost feel like when he was revived, he'd have a scar down his face and it would be like, now we know which is which. Or it means that there is something in him, on him, his DNA, something that they're going to need. So it's very interesting that they took his body. It could be as simple as like, they don't want it to be dissected, they want to, they burn their dead and so they want to like honour him that way. It could be something as simple as that, but I doubt it somehow. And God knows what else she has done. If I was her, that I would have spy equipment all over Deep Sky right now so I could find out what they were looking into. Now, the science lady, whose name I still can't remember. I can't even remember Liz's boss's name. I hate the idea of a big tech corporation poking around in Roswell when our aliens are there, because if the truth of aliens was revealed, they would immediately be in extreme danger. Their lives, their futures, their safety. I'm hopeful that she's going to be trustworthy, that she is just a woman with way too much money, like it is obscene, but a woman with way too much money, but who wants to do good in the world with it and wants to save her daughter. But also, if your kid is in danger, you might be willing to, like, people blur lines when their children are in danger, like, oh, those aliens got outed to the world, but my daughter's safe now. You know, it could be, I don't know. It's an interesting spot, and I'm glad Liz did tell Matt, because I thought she was keeping that from him for a while, and I was kind of like, no. Now, obviously, it's not totally surprising that other people have discovered the alienness in the world from the various, from the ship and all the effects of it, but it's stressful. Maria losing her abilities is very sad. I do wonder whether she might not get them back or not. Part of me thinks potentially it's real and permanent because it was kind of becoming too much of a crutch of, oh, a big dangerous situation is happening. This is what we have to do. You know, like people, they often in shows, they don't like anybody to be too overpowered to affect the plot too much. I do think Maria's health is 1,000 times more important than the ability to have visions. And I think hopefully with time, if she does continue having lost them, it's not just while it settles in her system, it's blurred and then they'll come back, which, you know, I don't understand science, that could be what happens. I do hope that she comes to realise that she's just as close to her family without the abilities as she was with them. Because family isn't, like, if everyone in your family is a really good painter and you can't paint, that doesn't mean you're not part of the family. It can help you feel closer to them, but there are other ways too, and she's just as important to this family without the visions. It is kind of true that I think Liz would probably go into looking into how to fix the problem because she knows what it means to Maria, but I also don't think it is the end of the world. I feel like I'm missing things. I don't think Clyde is going to take too well to Michael's inclusion. I really feel like at the moment we're waiting for the other shoe to drop of all the bad stuff that's going to happen, and I'm stressed. We're not completely out in the bubble of everything being good. A lot of bad stuff is beginning to happen. The bubble is popping, but it's kind of in that the pin is in and it's about to pop is where I'd say we are right now. Isabel and Anatsa, I do think it really reached the point a couple of episodes ago this season where either she sat her down, she told her everything, or she broke up with her. And it's a huge gamble to tell her everything because you don't know how anybody's going to react, and it endangers their very lives. Now yes, Anatsa is a good person, but if she finds out what you could save, you could heal people, you could do things, you don't know how she will react with it, what she might do, what she might say, how she might react to it. It is a dangerous thing. And it is always crushing when Isabel was literally going to try and tell her tonight, and that was the night that Anatsa was like, things aren't right, I don't want, and Isabel kind of, I don't know, is the fact that Isabel was so hesitant to tell her, does that mean that there was deep down a part of Isabel that was like, something isn't right here, I don't feel safe telling her, because maybe while she was falling in love, she wasn't all the way in love yet? I don't know. Part of me kind of hopes they stay broken up, because then she can get with Kyle, and I really liked her with Kyle. But Anatsa is still going to be around looking into alien stuff, so maybe she needs to be told regardless. It was a very painful scene to watch though for both Isabel and for Anatsa, because I don't think Anatsa is a bad person, though we have seen she's willing to cross boundaries and cross lines. Like, she could have lost Kira's job, her livelihood, no reference, nothing, and she didn't care. Like, Anatsa is the kind of journalist that it's like, the truth is all that matters and the truth matters more than other people, is sometimes the vibe I get from her, which is very dangerous when it comes to her potentially learning a top secret about aliens that could get people killed and hurt. Fantastic episode as always. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.